Trouble in paradise? You decide. Here are the warning signs that Justin Baldoni and wife Emily just may split up. Starting off with increased time apart as Justin's career continues to flourish, and despite the current lawsuit he's involved in with not only Blake Lively but also the New York Times, it seems as though he may be spending a lot more time away from home, which of course could potentially put a huge strain on their relationship. Before I get into more red flags, let me give you a brief timeline of their relationship. Justin has always said he knew instantly that Emily was the one. In an October 2017 interview, he said, "One of the things I learned from my mom was trusting my intuition, something I wish more men would tap into. I had made the same mistake so many times searching for something in a package that I thought I would want. When I met Emily, it was unlike all my other experiences. She had like a depth and a grace and this quiet strength that I think I always dreamed of, and I just knew." After several years of dating, Justin proposed to Emily in April 2013 at the Blue Jam Cafe, which is the same restaurant where they actually had their very first date. The special moment, which subsequently went viral on YouTube, featured an epic 27-minute video of proposal ideas. The pair wed 3 months later. Now, Justin and Emily went on to welcome daughter Maya and son Maxwell in 2015 and 2017 respectively. Now, in a resurfaced interview from 2 years ago, the It Ends With Us director, who is currently actually being sued by co-star Blake Lively, spoke about the early days of his relationship with Emily, explaining that his instant obsession with the Swedish-born actress nearly destroyed their relationship. According to Baldoni, Emily refers to this time in their relationship as Baldoni's puppy dog phase. He would follow her around at parties, not interested in speaking with anybody else, and while the director thought he was abandoning the rules of masculinity for an earnest approach, he soon realized he was actually suffocating Emily. He said she had never met a guy that was this open and vulnerable, and she had no clue what to do with me. I was suffocating her with my passion and my intensity and my love. It pushed her away, and then I didn't know what to do. After some self-reflection, the Jane the Virgin actor admitted that his intentions were not pure and he was acting extremely codependently. He said in admittance, "I was needing her versus wanting her," and she was picking up on that energy. Now, was all of this like a red flag? If it wasn't then, well, this might have been a surefire flag when he gave his vows at their wedding. He began his speech by saying, "I'm sorry for all my faults, my shortcomings, for my insecurities and my ego, and for everything that I've ever done or said that's hurt you, and everything I've ever brought to this relationship that hasn't been pure. But with that apology also comes a promise." He also added, "Emily, for the rest of my life, I will cherish you, I will appreciate you, I will listen to you, I will laugh with you, I will take care of you, I will honor you, and I will respect you." This begs the question though, what faults is he referring to? Also, is his ego that big that he really needed to apologize for it in his wedding vows? So many questions, and in the wake of, his legal battles that he's facing, some answers would maybe give some clarity to the allegations that's made against him currently. Now, forget the vows for a moment, because this proposal video would have been a big enough red flag for me. People on the internet have now unearthed Justin's 27-minute proposal video to his wife Emily Baldoni from 2012. Yes, you heard that right, 27 minutes. This thing has lip syncing, flash mobs, fake crime dramas, and enough self-indulgence to make you question if it's even about Emily at all. Social media detectives wasted no time connecting the dots, wondering if the video was a red flag for, all of the allegations that are being made against him now. And honestly, I don't blame them. Let's go over Justin Baldoni's proposal video, shall we? So if you don't feel like watching the half-hour-long video, I honestly don't blame you. I'll save you the watch. Picture this though. You're meeting your boyfriend for dinner at the spot where you first had your first date. Sounds cute, right? But instead of a sweet low-key proposal, he hits you with a feature-length film about himself. The video starts with him pretending to be running late and quickly spirals into a very chaotic montage of boy band lip syncs, fake radio shows, and a mall flash mob set to Bruno Mars' song Marry You. There's also a fake crime drama where Justin dramatically runs around with a briefcase, and because he's a man of theatrics, the whole thing ends with him visiting Emily's late father's grave to ask for his permission for her hand in marriage. Because, what's a proposal without some emotional whiplash, right? Am I right? Now, Now fast forward to 2024, and Justin's self-centered energy in that proposal video is aging like milk because social media is calling it the ultimate red flag, and they are absolutely eating him up. Twitter users, or X, they're also pointing out how the proposal's over-the-top nature feels less like love and more like Justin like auditioning for an Oscar. People are kind of like connecting the dots and using the video as evidence of someone who's narcissistic and could do some of the things that Justin's being accused of doing. Not to ruin the ending or anything, but yeah, of course she said yes, and the two married a few months later in July of 2013. This past summer, Justin's proposal video was reshared on TikTok, with many branding it as the best proposal that they'd ever seen at the time. But now many are looking at the video in a completely different light. Someone on X wrote, "Just saw Justin Baldoni's proposal video and oh man," along with a meme of someone like waving a big red flag. Another person commented saying, "Feeling vindicated because I have always thought Justin Baldoni was sketchy ever since he released that 1 hour long dance mob cringe fest proposal video on YouTube in 2013. Someone else admitted, "I said this when it came out and was told I hate love for thinking it was an unhinged display of narcissism." So whether you're Team Blake or just here to pile on the hate, one thing's clear: Justin might need to take a seat, preferably somewhere very far away from a camera. Now, there's a past infidelity incident that doesn't get talked about, and probably because he knows how it would look to not only the public, but to his wife as well. In an interview, Justin revealed that he had been unfaithful in a past relationship before marrying Emily. And while he has spoken out about learning from his mistakes, the history could definitely raise concerns. Baldoni opened up about feeling conflicted after a toxic relationship he had in college. He said he met a very beautiful young woman at an Abercrombie & Fitch store while attending Long Beach State and fell right into this relationship because he was trying to like fill a hole and a void where he just didn't feel like he was enough. He went on to say, "It was a very bad relationship and I kind of like contorted myself and my personality to be what she wanted. I had strong values and opinions and beliefs going in, and those were very easily manipulated and reshaped to the point where a few months in, I completely lost any sense of self that I had left, and it got very emotionally toxic." Baldoni said after that he experienced that trauma in that relationship, he then wrestled with that trauma for the rest of his life because in his head, a man can't experience trauma at the hands of a woman. He went on to say, "It's also the way that society has kind of made me feel that, you know, it's only the other way around, when in reality it can happen." Baldoni said acknowledging that a woman could take advantage of him became too much to hold for many years, and he finished by saying that relationship ended with cheating and infidelity. "It was a terrible relationship. I left college, I moved to LA, and it was actually thanks to that relationship ending that I ended up becoming an actor." Now this was quite an interesting conversation considering the theme of his very recent movie It Ends With Us. It does make you wonder and question the legitimacy. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I also obviously can't say it did with 100% certainty, and you know, it's a lot to think about, right? I mean, regardless, I want to leave you with some food for thought here, because although there hasn't been a lot of red flags or warning signs to come out in regards to his marriage with Emily, I want to leave you with some insight and what to keep your eyes open for, because these potential red flags could be a big cause for concern. Now, if Justin and Emily have changes in their communication, such as becoming more argumentative or distant, it could be a sign of underlying issues. Now, if the couple stops attending events or posting photos together on social media, that might indicate a growing distance between them. If more rumors or allegations of infidelity were to surface, it could put significant pressure on their relationship. And if Emily were to suddenly reduce her social media presence or stop sharing updates about their life together, it could raise questions about the state of their relationship. So it is important to note that these potential signs don't necessarily mean the couple would be headed for a separation, but it definitely would send alarm bells ringing. Is there anything I missed? Let me know your thoughts on all of this. I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.